As I got older, everyone always told me around my church and individuals to read the book of Proverbs in the Bible. Now, of course, I would read it and I'd see a few things and I'd be like, oh, okay, cool, this is interesting. But now, as I've gotten a bit older and I've been able to really dissect and really point out and understand and read things differently, I truly now understand how important the book of Proverbs really is. And I'm now advocating it as well to everybody. Read Proverbs. I'm not gonna lie, you know, that chapter specifically or that book, I mean, it really is a guideline, of how to live life successfully. That's literally what wisdom is defined as in the Bible is live life successfully or live skillfully. Those two phrases are so important. And Proverbs has everything that you need. Literally, if you're like lost and you're not sure what to do or how to be successful, I'm kidding you not, go read Proverbs. Like, it's crazy looking at it. And don't just read it, like actually like look into it. You know what I mean? Question everything, research every verse, feel more about it, find discussions on it, everything. Because there's so much wisdom and knowledge in there, literally created and written by one of, if not the smartest person in the Bible, except Jesus, King Solomon, who was rich, who asked God for all the wisdom he could have in the world. He had it all: the money, the woman, the empire, the power, the infrastructure. He created a lot. And he's the son of King David. And we know how good David was. But yeah, Solomon gave a lot of stuff in here, a lot of important stuff that actually is needed, to be successful. And a lot of stuff, honestly, that he wrote, like I feel like a lot of people in the real world have now copied it. And some things, people don't do or have changed. But a lot of the stuff that we see now, where people talk about being successful, it was already written by Solomon. He put some of that stuff already in there. You'll see stuff in there about discipline and working hard and not being in debt. The little smaller things that anyone in the world can tell you. But it dives even deeper than that, about a lot of things, about fearing the Lord, about staying away from people who might do you wrong or put you in harm's way. All these little subtle, smaller things that really help when you dissect and get really further deeper into it. It really is astonishing, honestly. And I'm glad I figured it out now and was able to have the wisdom and knowledge to really be able to really understand it. But man, if I had known this a few years ago and I had been able to dissect it the way I am now, I would have definitely done a few things a lot differently. But that's okay because everyone's timing and plan is different. And so I've learned that a lot too. But I don't know. Something about this book, it just tells you all you need to know. And it's very important because there's so much in there, and not even just about um, finances, but just overall the world and just people and relationships and dealing with things and preparation and planning. So many different things in this book that is true wisdom in there, and I've been excited. Now I've been reading a few chapters a day, but now I've been really like writing down notes, studying, dissecting every verse, trying to figure out the meanings of everything, and really like over analyzing it, honestly, because I feel like this book is really what's gonna help me get to the next level and be more successful. And I'll be honest, y'all, like my life has been going really well recently, and I've been getting blessed a lot. And I really do thank God for that. And so, of course, we're all going to deal with adversity and things. And, I still deal with adversity from time to time. But my mindset and wisdom allows me to keep moving forward, and just my knowledge and just, trusting in the Lord as well, which is so important. And so, even when the storms and floods do come, I'll be prepared and I'll be ready because, I'm just building that right foundation and establishing the right plan and pathway for my life. And so, definitely a good read um, for Proverbs. I mean, obviously, everything in the Bible is good, But definitely there are some uh books sometimes where you're like, this is a hard read. Like I'm reading Exodus right now and I'm struggling. you know, I'm like, man, some of this stuff I'm like, but it's in there for a reason. If it wasn't meant to be in there, God wouldn't have put it in there. So I gotta remember that too. But I always love to see books that really teach you something, and like they're set to teach from beginning to the end. And that's what Proverbs is, literally a teaching book from a teacher's perspective, talking down uh, first to their son, and then just giving instructions and saying how to be successful. And so, yeah, if you want to be successful, it's right there. It's in that book. I'm telling you, you gotta read it. You gotta read it. You gotta study it, and you gotta hunt for it. I love that. There's a verse in Proverbs. It's in chapter 2. It says you gotta hunt for the Lord. You gotta hunt for this knowledge and this wisdom to obtain it. Because wisdom will try to reach out to you, but if you deny it, it'll mock you. And that was explained in chapter 1. And so, definitely a lot to learn, especially in Proverbs. But definitely check it out because it's important. And I know you'll see once you know what I'm talking about and read it, you'll know what I'm talking about. So I won't even say too much anymore. I'll let you guys check it out. Go read Proverbs.